Hey team, this video is for those of you serving the weekend of June 2nd and 3rd. Here's what you can expect. All right, so this particular weekend kicks off our summer series, which is called Abide. It's going to be Psalm chapter 23, the Shepherd Psalm, for the entire summer. Tom is going to go phrase by phrase through this particular psalm and just exposit all of the richness that is embedded within this Davidic psalm. So here's the worship set that we've planned to kind of kick off this series. First, we'll start the service. We'll kick it off with welcome and greeting, and then we are going to do Overcome, followed by Good Father. We've done both of those quite a bit, and both of them fairly recently. We're then going to bring back a couple of older songs that we've done in the past, but it's been probably at least 18 months or so since we've done them. The first one is just going to be a reprise of the chorus of a song called Whom Shall I Fear? God of Angel Armies. You might also remember that. It's a Chris Tomlin song, and essentially all we're going to do is the chorus, kind of a down chorus. So don't learn the entire song, but just be ready to go. Make sure you feel comfortable with the changes in the chorus and maybe even the bridge for that song, and we'll put it together at rehearsal the Wednesday before. We're then going to do a song called Champion. They've done this quite a bit upstairs in the student area. We've done it a few times several years ago downstairs, but consider it a new song and approach it accordingly. You'll want to make sure that you're comfortable with the changes. You want to make sure that you're comfortable with the layout of the song as well. And then finally, we'll end the set with O Come to the Altar, which will be familiar to almost all of you. Almost all of you should have had an opportunity to play this song by this point. We'll then also, with O Come to the Altar, come back in the invitation, and we're going to reprise it at that point. For offertory, we have a brand new one for all of us. It's a song called Be Still, and it's going to be one of our anthems for this series. It's one that we are going to use at the very end of the series, the very last week, where you have surely goodness and mercy will follow me all the days of my life. Once we get to that phrase, we are going to use this as kind of an anthem to tie up and put a bow on the end of this series. So make sure you get to know it. Make sure you get to know it well, because we're going to use it a lot through this series. And then the rest of the service is going to be pretty standard at that point. Hey, I've put together 2 different playlists for you to be listening through. You can access them on whatever platform you're comfortable accessing music on. First of all, on Spotify, if you're a Spotify user, just go over, make sure you subscribe to that playlist, listen through, put it on in the car, put it on while you're doing house chores, whatever. Just get familiar with the music. Make sure it's turning and churning through your brain there. And if you're not a Spotify user, we've also put together a YouTube playlist. This can be helpful if you want just a good free version, or if you want to sit down and read through the lyrics as the music's playing. Most of these have, we've attached the lyrics videos to them, so you should be able to access and listen however is most convenient for you. I'm excited to kick off this series. It's going to be a great summer. I've been talking with Tom about what he has planned, and I'm so excited for it. I'm really looking forward to it. Hey, also something that would be good for you to check out. It's a book called A Shepherd Looks at Psalm 23. It's by an author named Philip Keller. No, not the same Phil Keller that some of you know, who's a member of our church. This Philip Keller, he was a shepherd in the Middle East. He's got a really, now he's also a pastor, but he's got a really unique look at Psalm 23, provides some incredible context to it. I read it probably 5 or 10 years ago, and it was a very eye-opening and edifying experience. So check it out. Shepherd Looks at Psalm 23. Hey, if you have any questions about what's coming up for this particular service, leave them in the comments below. Hit us up on social media, send us an email, do whatever works best for you. Otherwise, we will see you the Wednesday and Saturday before for rehearsals. Take care.